Year's Eve. Time doesn't move forward. It traps you. An island frozen in celebration, where the past refuses to stay buried. This year, survival isn't about escape. It's about endurance. This is Bloody New Year.
Before we begin, a quick warning. Opening Kill is a horror podcast that contains adult language, disturbing themes, and graphic descriptions of violent acts, especially the kills featured in each film. We also dive deep into plot details and character arcs. So if you haven't seen the movie we're covering, expect full spoilers ahead. Listener discretion is strongly advised.
Opening Kill, the horror podcast that slices deep into the genre we love. We're talking slashers, supernatural nightmares, creature features, and everything in between. Every episode, we break down a different horror film. From its killer cold open to its blood-soaked finale, we track the body count, analyze the scares, and give credit where it's gruesomely due. From iconic franchises to hidden gems, you'll find them all here. Hosted by filmmaker and horror scholar Brian O'Connor and Michael Duran, lifelong genre fan and scream scene specialist. So sharpen your knives, turn off the lights, and let's get into it. This is Opening Kill.
Happy New Year and welcome back to the podcast. We are Opening Kill. My name is Michael Duran, along with my co-host Brian O'Connor.
How you doing? Happy holidays.
Yes, the holidays are, basically over.
Yep.
Still got the New Year's to officially ring in, but we're almost through it all.
We
is
are.
Kind of a nice feeling because even though it's fun, it's exhausting.
Can be very exhausting. That is definitely true. So, and you're going to be very pleased, very proud of me, I hope.
Okay.
Because I finally watched The Black Phone, the first one.
Ooh, okay.
So now I can watch the second one, and I gave it many stars. What a great movie.
Okay. Yeah. No, it's a really good one. I remember when they announced the second one, I was like, how? But then they make it work. But I couldn't say at the time because I'm like, well, I can't give it away that, the killer dies to Brian. But no, it's the first one's good. The kids are really actually talented in it. And Ethan Hawke is so freaky.
Oh my gosh. He really is. Yeah. The masks, everything about him, just his creepiness and the poor brother who has no clue that his brother is a child serial killer and he's just staying with him. I thought that was a very, very clean twist.
Yeah, how he can't figure that out when it's happening under his feet, I'll never know, but
literally under his feet.
Sharpest. Yeah, he's not the sharpest tool in the shed.
No,
clearly.
He's not.
But no, that's a good one. Good job on finally watching that.
I know.
It's been
way too
4
long.
years?
No, it is not. It's been maybe a year. Well, it came out last year, didn't it? No, when did it come out? Not last year. The new one came out.
Yeah, I think it's been like
year.
Almost 4 years.
Maybe it has been.
Somewhere in and around there. But yeah.
Yeah, it's taken me a bit.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You got it done. Now you have to watch the second one.
Which I plan on doing this weekend so I can be caught up and
go.
and everything. So
there you go.
Well, it is. What did you see? Anything fun? I know you were playing in the snow with your kids for Christmas, and
yeah, we had some fun. I did get to watch a horror Christmas movie that I had not seen up to this point. I watched Santa's Sleigh. It is starring Bill Goldberg, the wrestler, as Santa, and I have to say, this movie fucking rips. This movie is so much fun. It's got one of the best opening scenes that I've seen in a very, very long time. It involved, if you wanted a movie where Bill Goldberg punts a yappy dog into a ceiling fan, this movie has that for you.
Okay.
And It's unhinged. It leans into the ridiculousness so much. Like, it is not afraid to lean into it. I mean, like, Santa Claus is a demon in it, and he loses a curling match to a random wizard, and that's what causes him to become Santa Claus for 1,000 years. And he has to, be nice and jolly for 1,000 years, but the 1,000 years are up, and now he gets to murder again. So,
okay.
yeah.
Well, that sounds like great family fun.
It's so much family fun. Like, bring the kids, bring the grandmas, all of them. They're going to love it.
Well, I am adding that to my watch list. So
you should.
Yeah.
I think you'll get a kick out of it. You just can't take it seriously at all.
Sure. Like most of the movies we cover on Opening Kill, right?
Just turn that brain off and just enjoy.
Well, here we go with episode 48. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, you can check out our video version of this podcast on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, and let's build that up. So it is Bloody New Year from 1987, and Happy New Year. That's when you're listening to this, hopefully. Boy, directed by Norman J. Warren, a director who was so displeased with how this film went that he basically, by the end of filming, was just telling the producers, just do whatever. I don't care anymore. Written by Fraser Pierce, Hayden Pierce, and Norman J. Warren. Released October 22nd, 1987. Has a runtime of 93 minutes. It's rated R. Filmed at Barry Island and also the Friars Point House. Both of those are in Wales. There's no real name actors here. Susie Atchison, Nikki Brooks, Colin Haywood, and a few others that you've never heard of. They had a budget of $80,000, and it was released direct to video, so it really didn't make any money. Tagline is about as you would expect. Should an old acquaintance be forgot or just brutally murdered?
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't even really make sense.
Doesn't really fit in the movie.
No.
Okay.
In a nutshell, it's about a group of friends. They take refuge in this island hotel that is decorated for New Year's. The problem is it's early summer, and soon enough, even the walls themselves are striking out against them. So, oh boy, we've had a couple, 2 or 3 movies back to back to back that have not been fantastic, and unfortunately, we're going to continue that streak this week.
What idiots picked these movies that we're doing?
I know. It's almost like a bunch of us got together last summer and threw out some titles and decided, hey, let's do these movies.
Yeah, we need to not do that again.
I know. Exactly. I'm going to blame researcher Shay.
It's
very possible this was hers.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. But she's the easiest one to blame because why? She's not here right now. So
it's my favorite person to blame.
Yeah, I know it is. And it works the other way too.
Here.
With her. Yeah. Whoever's not here, we're going to blame for this.
Amen.
So the movie starts out in the past in 1959. It's a group of guests and they're attending this New Year's Eve celebration at the Grand Island Hotel. All of the party goers later disappear under unexplained circumstances. And right off the bat here, we get this.
The opening kill.
It's literally 2 or 3 minutes in. It's a woman. She's dragged through a mirror at this party in the ballroom. And that's your opening kill.
And it features like the shortest on-screen scream of all time. It's literally just...
I know. It's like the sound department didn't have the budget to put the screen.
They just cut it off. And it's kind of cool if it wasn't like, I don't know, the idea of it's kind of cool. It's like she's looking in the mirror, the camera pans to her and then it pans back to the mirror and her reflection grabs her and pulls her in. Like, that's kind of a cool setup. It's just, not done particularly well here. And
which
therefore is I'm assuming
butter knife.
Yeah.
I have to throw a butter knife at it.
I appreciate what they tried to do.
Mm-hmm.
They just weren't talented enough to do it, you know?
That's exactly right.
It's like, maybe try something else. This isn't in your wheelhouse.
Yes. Yes. So that's that. We get going with a butter knife kill. And then we flash forward to present day. And we have some friends. We have couples Leslie and Tom and Janet and Rick. And they're there with their friend Spud. And they're at this seaside fair. It's like the carnival is there. And there's all these rides and everything else. And they're just kind of running around doing their thing, enjoying the day. It's a very nice day. And they see an American tourist whose name is Carol being harassed by these carnival workers. She's on like it's like the tilt-a-whirl.
Are they carnival workers, or are they just two random dudes on this ride that no one's stopping them? Because they're
well, their dad is running the ride, so
that's their dad.
The old guy's their dad. So
okay, this all of a sudden makes more sense.
He's credited as Pa. So it's Pa, and then it's Bear and I have to look. We'll get to it.
Their names don't matter. Let's be real.
No, they really don't matter.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know any of these characters' names. I just it's because nobody matters in this movie, especially this random scene, which confused me to all hell. Because there's poor girl is just on this tilt-a-whirl, and there's two dudes just spinning her car as she's like screaming for help, and the ride operator doesn't seem to care. The only time he cares is when people try to stop the bullies, and then he steps in. He's like, "Well, I can't have that. I'm gonna fuck you up now, along with these bullies."
Yeah,
it doesn't. The song that's playing though is pretty good. It's the same song that was playing over the opening credits.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fun song.
What's interesting is this woman. She's being harassed and they're doing all this stuff. She doesn't seem to be all that terrified. It's almost like she's smiling at some points in this whole scene. And she just doesn't, it's all very fake to me, but yeah.
I mean, I think that's what you get with the quality of acting here is unbelievability.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's bad.
I think I think that's a big part of this. I mean, the script is bad, first of all. The story has potential, but they don't manage to make this work very well. And the acting isn't very good in this. And so they unplug the ride. They crawl underneath it, the heroes here, and unplug it so it stops, and they get Carol off of there, and then they run.
It's crazy. They just start running, and then the ride operator gets pissed and starts chasing them along with the two little bullies through all sorts of nonsense. Like they're running through like fortune teller tents. They're running through like this dark ride thing, and eventually they make like an escape in this car with a trailer. Like it's insane.
With a boat.
Yeah.
So they manage to finally drive away in this truck or whatever with the trailer, and they're being chased, and they finally are able to shake the three guys, Pa and his two, minions, and they end up in the ocean. They go and they get into this boat.
Yeah.
And they run it aground, and now they're sinking out in the ocean, which isn't that far off the shore, to be quite honest. You can see land all around you. So it's not like they're out in the middle of the ocean. They're just, they're close to shore here. So it's already not scary.
No, it's really dumb. I don't know why they even bothered getting in a boat to make their getaway, but they do. And now we're on this island, and we have this, I think it's supposed to be intimidating hotel, but it looks very inviting, honestly.
It really does.
It looks quite quaint, honestly. So they go in, and it's still decorated for Christmas, which is peculiar because it is, it's July during the film.
Right.
So that's a little bit weird right off the bat. And there's nobody there. It seems to be pretty darn abandoned, except for they do
Mhm.
randomly get glimpses of ghosts that they don't really seem too concerned with. Like they'll see a
Yeah.
ghost, they'll be like, "Oh golly, so there was like a face there, but it's gone
Mhm.
now."
Right. Right. Yeah, so they're in the and this is the same hotel from the very beginning,
Yeah.
where they were having that New Year's Eve party. So yeah, like you said, it still has all the Christmas decorations and everything. And we have Carol who is soaking wet and cold. So Spud, our good friend Spud, goes to find her a towel. And as soon as he leaves, a maid walks in, and there's our ghost, one of them.
Yeah.
And she gives Carol a towel, and Spud hears music coming from the empty ballroom. He sees a musical duo up there performing, but they vanish moments later. And this thing jumps around so much. And I love these kind of movies where, you have people trapped either in an isolated cabin or wherever. And I was really hoping that this was going to get better at some point. I always have that hope with really bad movies. And 9 times out of 10, I'm disappointed because they end up being just bad from start to finish. So, and I think again, it's the acting that loses me here. I'm so focused on the bad acting that that's all you're kind of focused on here.
I mean, that's fair. This one does have enough bizarre moments that kind of made me chuckle to where I did get a level of enjoyment out of this thing,
Mhm.
but it's not good. Like I'm not going to sit here and at the end of this give it a good rating, but like it
Right.
does at least have a little bit of an entertainment factor to it.
Uh-huh.
But it's still a rough watch, and
Yeah.
yeah, especially with just like I love their reactions to everything because it's just so nonchalant. Nothing is really that big of a deal. I'd love to be as chill as these people are.
Mhm.
Like the most minor inconvenience in my life, I'm like acting a fool, but they're just like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
We're
ghost, I
just
guess.
gonna
Maybe let's just continue
maybe.
on our way. That was kind of weird, but whatever.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, Janet and Rick are changing into dry clothes, and they're obviously clothes from the 1950s. And this is where Janet sees her ghost. It's a reflection of a woman in a mirror. And so she screams out and is freaking out. And Leslie and Tom, the other couple, they're now searching for the circuit breakers, but they're interrupted when a bunch of fireworks suddenly ignite without any explanation. They just go off. And
Well, right, because and we
yeah.
should note that the when they're looking for the light, like she keeps trying to seduce him, and he has zero interest in that at
Mm-hmm.
all. Like it's kind
Mm-hmm.
of funny. Like she is so horny for him, and he could care less. And he's just like, yeah, he flips the breaker, which then unexplainably, yeah, causes fireworks to just go off. It causes like the appliances to just go rogue. Like there's a
Right.
vacuum that chases them and then just suicide dives down the stairs. And my favorite
Right.
thing is there's the battery operated Santa figurine that starts dancing, even though it's not electric at all. They just,
That was
forgot
kind
about
of
that little
strange
detail.
too. Yeah. That was definitely a weird little thing too. I'm like, what is going on with that? But
Yeah,
I
it's
found myself
batteries,
saying
but
that.
whatever.
Yeah. I found myself saying that a lot during this movie. What is that? What's happening now?
Uh,
But
I
yeah.
still don't really understand what actually happened in this movie. It's one of those where, like, I think they tried to explain it.
Hmm.
I'm still lost.
Little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So the friends, they all end up in the hotel's theater. It's a pretty bitchin' theater. It's, like a
It's not
little mini
shabby.
movie theater. Yeah. And there's an old horror flick that's playing, and Rick thinks that everything going on is part of this elaborate prank. So he goes up into the projection room and he tries to stop the projector. Instead, another film starts playing, showing party goers outside the hotel. It was kind of like a promotional video for the hotel, and it starts playing. And then this figure emerges from the screen and
Dude,
kills Spud, who is standing there next to the screen. In fact, he was kind of acting out next to it.
Yeah, he was trying to narrate. He was trying to be a silly goose, and it just was not working. And yeah, this Lawrence of like Arabia looking motherfucker comes out and scratches his face, and he dies.
It's enough to kill him.
Enough to kill him for somehow. And then this is one of my favorite parts, because then like the ghost like glares at everyone else, and then he like gets sucked back all the way across the room into the like the projector, and then he just like kind of disappears in it, and it causes like a spark, and I don't know what the hell happened there, but just the image of him getting sucked back into that projector was kind of hilarious.
It was a pretty cool scene. One of the few that we saw in this movie, but poor Spud, that's kill number 2. So that's that.
Yeah, don't get scratched on the face because it will kill you.
He was kind of a dork anyway, though. I didn't really miss him from here on out.
I mean, his name is Spud, so
yeah. Enough said, right?
You get what you paid for with that name.
Yeah.
And still, they're kind of chill though about this whole thing.
They don't freak out too much, even when one of their friends dies.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it was just Spud though, I guess. They don't like him as much as we don't.
Right. Well, they do what everybody does in a horror film. They decide to split up so that they can attempt to escape the island, which honestly shouldn't be that hard, because it's not like it's this little island in the middle of the South Pacific. You can see the mainland. Shouldn't be too hard to get away, but they do split up, and Leslie and Tom find this cottage near the shore, and Leslie, is attacked by this figure.
It's a net. Like she gets attacked by the net first, and the net kind of like starts burrowing, like clamming into her like her flesh and stuff. And then Tom, that's his name, right? Tom.
Yes, Tom.
One of the white guys grabs an axe and just starts hacking at this net, and the net starts like coming. It's like starts moaning, like you're like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah,
I was very confused by that, and then she gets attacked by like a figure that's there's no real like details to him. He kind of just feels like a tarp creature thing, and then Tom ends up stabbing him with a fish hook, and he disappears into like a table or something, and then Tom like randomly gets attacked by something, but we don't see what it is, and there's no consequences to it at all. It just cuts away.
Yeah.
And then no clue what happened to him.
We cut to the woods where Janet and Rick are hearing these weird voices, and
like
they
giggling.
witness a plane crash into a nearby building. Carol experiences this sudden snowstorm inside the hotel. All this weird random shit just keeps, tumbling over each other here.
Well, like, and with like the snow scene, it then like flashes to like this shitty snow globe. Like this snow globe has this like doll that's just like smashed into it. And so like, I think it was trying to tell you like she was stuck in a snow globe momentarily, but I don't, there's really nothing comes of that either. It's just like this weird scene. And there is one scene in the woods where like it goes all Evil Dead and starts like following them, and it repeats this one shot 3 times for no reason. For no reason. It's just this same shot 3 times in a row. You're like, what the fuck is going on here?
My theory on that is they ran out of film stock. So to make the scene longer, they just took that same one and repeated, because it is literally the same shot.
3
times.
Yeah. It's like, it's the camera just like going in between them. Yeah. I thought I was losing my mind. I'm like, am I tripping here? Like, what is going on?
Yeah. What did I take before I started watching this movie?
Yeah.
Because this gets really, really weird. Yeah. Well, the hooligans who they thought they had escaped from end up on the island now. They have their own boat, and they actually followed them to the island.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? There's no reason for this.
Yeah.
Like, they're real
And
pissed.
they are not happy. So Pa kills Leslie by punching her, and his fist goes all the way through her.
Yeah.
And then
Instantly
it's
it possesses her though. Something.
Yeah, she's like some zombie, I guess. I don't know, but it's like that. I mean, it's that fast.
It's a
And
hole through her stomach.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden she has paper mache all over her face.
Yes. Yes. Well, we haven't even talked about the effects in this movie or the lack of, because damn, I realize you have no money, but some of this is just, it looks really bad. I mean, and Leslie is kill number 3, by the way. And then she throws Pa to his death, and that's kill number 4.
Throws
but we
him
still
through
have
a
the
wall.
2. Yeah, it's weird. And so anyway, back at the hotel, you know, zombie Leslie kills another hooligan by the name of Bear. And again, their names are not important. You'll forget them as soon as you meet them. And this was kind of a cool kill because he gets his head twisted and it goes around and around and around, kind of like the Tilt-A-Whirl.
Yeah.
You know,
The thing about this scene though that trips me out is because zombie Leslie comes out of the ceiling and one of the other girls is right there and she's not even looking at the zombie. Like, she's looking over here and the zombie's coming out of the ceiling right here and she's screaming, so she knows what's happening. She's just not looking at it whatsoever. I'm like, I don't know what else is interesting in that room to make you not stare at the fucking zombie girl coming out through the ceiling, but whatever. And then as she's going down the stairs, Leslie starts following her, and then doesn't she get like bit by like a random like buzzard sculpture thing on the stairs?
It's the banister on the she gets to the bottom of the stairs and the banister, which is like this buzzard type creature, it comes to life and she's attacked. That's Janet. She's attacked by this banister. And then Rick shows up and retrieves a shotgun and shoots zombie Leslie,
which causes her to fucking like fart out of her stomach. It is the worst effect ever.
Yep.
And then she shoots her again, and you don't even see that one hit her. She just like falls down to the ground. And then he proceeds to beat her with the butt of the gun till her arm falls off. And this is the best effect in the movie because you can just see it, like, shows her laying there without her arm, and you can see her fucking arm tucked into her shirt. Like, it's not good.
No, it's not. It's really not. It's just and it's also just kind of a weird sequence of events. There's really no rhyme or reason to this. And so Tom is injured.
Has the pilot? Have they met the pilot yet?
I don't think so.
I think that's like it's such a fever dream, this movie, like the sequence of events.
Well, Tom returns to the hotel. He's injured and Janet is taking care of him. Rick and Carol search for the boat that the 3 bad guys brought over with them, and they discover another plane crash site. And then Tom turns into a zombie.
A horny zombie.
And he attacks Janet, and he's kill 6 once he becomes the zombie. So he attacks Janet, and she flees, and she gets into an elevator. Tom's chasing her, and
she ends up like smashing his hand in like the elevator gate, and then she ends up closing the gate, and it rips his arm off when the elevator goes up a floor. And then it tries to be Nightmare on Elm Street real quick, where it has that god awful effect of someone like coming through the wall. It looks terrible.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh my god.
And so Janet is absorbed into that elevator wall for kill number 7. Carol and Rick are still running around like chickens with their heads cut off. They're encountering more ghosties and all this poltergeist activity. And then the final hooligan, the other kid, his name is Ace, by the way. So we had Bear, we had Ace, and we had Paw. Ace is killed in the hotel kitchen after he falls into a large vat. I mean,
the vat also burps,
yes.
and then blood starts flowing out of it. But they do and I don't remember when this happens, but they see like a pilot ghost, and then they
do
swing at it, and you see this head, which looks like it looks like a paper mache art project made by a 12-year-old. He then like hits that thing, and it just blows the fuck up.
You think it was good enough for a 12-year-old to make it? You're giving it more credit, I think, than I would.
Maybe 7.
Yeah. I think Gilbert could make a better paper mache head than these guys did, to be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. It looks terrible, but the head exploding is really quite entertaining.
So Carol and Rick end up in the ballroom, and they encounter a woman who looks like zombified Leslie, and she gives the whole backstory. We finally find out now at the very end here that the island is trapped in some time loop, which was caused by an aircraft that crashed on New Year's Eve, 1959, and it was carrying an experimental cloaking device. That explains everything, right? Now everything makes sense.
I don't know how an invisible plane causes a time loop, but whatever.
Yeah. So Carol and Rick are trying to get off the island, and they're pursued by all their friends and the hooligans who are now, they've come back to life. Now they're zombies.
Yeah, they're like in like the game room, I guess, and they're surrounded by all the different people that they've encountered. And then they just get on like the billiard table, and it starts moving at like 0.2 miles per hour. And that is somehow fast enough to escape all these ghosts. And it like starts going down the stairs, and then it just poofs them outside magically, and they're free.
Yeah.
I do love how slow that fucking table is.
Oh man, it was pretty slow. Again, no budget for anything in this movie, so we don't want to do anything to injure the actors. If somebody gets hurt, that's a wrap. We're done. So.
Do you know the stunt coordinator was Pa?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah.
That's the stunt dude.
Again, no one knows any of the names that are in this movie, so it's, it's like they all got together with a Super 8 camera and decided, hey, let's make a movie without a script and without any structure. That's what it feels like, actually.
Yeah.
But so Carol and Rick, they get away, and at the shoreline, Carol gets on the boat that they found. Rick becomes trapped in this quicksand that magically appears out of nowhere, and he's killed by one of the zombies who takes an outboard boat motor and basically goes after his head with it and chops his head off, chops it up, does whatever he does to it for kill number 9. So...
yeah, we don't see anything. The director originally wanted to show it, but producers were like, well, we can't do that.
Yeah.
That would be
not in a horror
crazy.
film. Why?
No.
Yeah. What are you thinking?
Yeah, that's a dumb idea.
As I said earlier, I think the director was so frustrated with the way this film was going. He was like, whatever, dude, just do whatever you want to do here. It's fine.
It's bizarre. And then, Leslie's now on the boat, and it's like, oh, yeah, great, she's going to get away. But then she just gets sucked through the bottom of it.
It's a Friday the 13th moment. She's just, it's like, the lake scene.
Without Jason.
Without Jason.
It's just her getting sucked through the floorboards of the boat.
Yep.
And the movie ends with like all of them are just kind of partying now with the other dead party goers and employees of the hotel, except for Leslie, who's like, she's stuck in like a window or something
behind the mirror. She's now behind the mirror, and she screams, or somebody screams, but we can only assume that she's dead. And I'm going to give that kill number 10. And that's how this thing ends.
But like, why is she trapped and everyone else is having a jolly good time?
That's a good question. I mean, they're all dressed to the nines. They're in their
they're
New
literally
Year's
doing a
Eve.
conga line.
Yeah, but not her.
No.
Maybe because she was the last one that she's not allowed to join them. She's got to continue the cycle. I don't know, but
Who knows?
What a bummer.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't end happy, that's for sure.
I mean, so the movie starts. I mean, when they get to the island, there's potential there. I kind of forgave the amusement park, fair scene. And, I'm thinking, okay, there's going to be a mystery here with this hotel. And instead, the producers go a different route and they go in favor of ghosts and zombies and time loops and all of this last minute sci-fi explanation that explains absolutely nothing. I mean, it's characters die, they return, they die again, and none of it matters. So what could have actually been a really cool, eerie ghost story becomes just this chaotic pile of unused ideas with absolutely zero payoff. I mean, they could have done, I understand there was no budget, but still there's things you can do and they didn't do them. And so this thing just falls on its face.
Yeah. I don't know what their end goal was with this one. It's very messy. It's convoluted. It has a couple of funny moments. That's kind of it, though.
Oh, sure. Final kill count was 10 in this, if you don't count the re-kills of the zombies, and I'm not going to because that means we'd have to talk about this longer. I don't have a favorite character. I don't care about anybody in this film.
Not really, no. I guess I'll give it to like the Lawrence of Arabia ghost that comes out of the movie.
At least he did something entertaining.
And that's my favorite scene too. Let's double that up.
Did you have a favorite kill?
Probably when Pop punches his hole through Leslie's stomach. That was dumb.
Yeah, that was mine too, actually. It looked like it was just going through some elastic or something. I mean, it was so weird the way it looked.
And it probably was. Like,
yeah.
And it's just, I don't understand how he has that much strength. Like, what is he? Clearly, like, are they tied to the hotel? Because there's no other reason. There's no other reason they would follow them there in a boat. But then I don't know what they were doing at the carnival. So like,
Pa owned that. He was a worker there because he was the one running the ride.
Right.
And
but I don't know
why they followed them. I guess they were just pissed off because they got the best of them there and wanted to just get even with them. So they go to all the trouble of taking a boat out to this hotel to get even with them, which whatever. But yeah.
And getting even for showing them up involves murder, I guess.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, yeah, my favorite scene was the movie theater scene. I thought that was, I mean, if there's anything worth watching in this movie, it's that scene because it was kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah. It's got a really lame death in it, but everything else is just kind of bizarre enough to be pretty enjoyable.
Yeah. There was no final boy in this. I mean, they all die again and they come back and unfortunately the loop starts all over again. So kind of surprised no one ever did a sequel. I don't know what else you would do with it, but nothing to redeem this.
This one could be like a good candidate for like a reboot.
You're even yawning talking about it. My God.
Yeah, it's a snooze. It is a snooze. But I do think this is a good candidate for a reboot. Like, there's in the bones of it, there's a good story here.
There is, and I would love to see what they could do if somebody actually had a budget and could do this and make it like a real good ghost story. That would be worth watching.
And really tie it into New Year's. Like, you have to make it, like, you do something to where it's tied into the holiday. Because New Year's is a holiday that doesn't have a It has a few horror movies like tied to it. It doesn't have any good ones though.
Right.
So like I would love a good New Year's movie.
That would be good. I mean, yeah, it was almost, I mean, the ballroom scene was almost like, I don't know, it was almost like The Shining. So I
Yeah.
was kind of thinking maybe we're going to get something cool like that. And it's going to, and it just, no, it totally went the opposite direction. So yeah.
What about a star grade for this?
Oof, you know what? This is a first for me on Opening Kill. It gets 1 star.
Well, I think I'll do 2 just because like it made me laugh legitimately a few times. So I'll give it 2 stars.
Okay. Slasher survival tip. If the movie throws every horror trope at you and still isn't scary, stop trying to survive the plot, escape the runtime. The real danger here is staying until the end.
Yeah,
So,
I mean I don't detect a single lie there, so we're good. We did say like I guess we did forget to do how screwed are we, and I'm not screwed at all because I'm not going on a boat. There was zero reason to board the boat, so.
Well, and I think even if we had gone to the island, there is an easy way off the island. I mean, you're not like stranded on an island in the middle of nowhere. You could figure it out. And that boat, I mean, you could figure out a way to refloat. It wasn't like a big boat. I mean, you could find a way to refloat that and just go. And I mean, it's not a big deal. So no, I would have been off the island pretty quick. And the first sign of a ghost, yeah, I would have been gone, and that would have been that, and I would have survived this.
Yeah.
Yep.
I feel pretty confident.
Yep. Totally. All right, scare preview here momentarily. First, let's talk about our good friend Courtney and jaunty haunts. And Courtney had a secret that she kept from the world for 30 years and decided to start telling her story last year with the Jaunty Haunts podcast. And the secret is she can see ghosts.
Yeah, she interacts with them on a pretty daily basis. So she's got lots of stories. And she has a few friends that have some experiences as well that she invites on. They share all their crazy stories, and you really just get to enjoy it. If you love anything paranormal, I think you're going to really like Jaunty Haunts.
Check out Jaunty Haunts wherever you get your favorite podcasts. All right, let's see if you and I have a match with our scare preview. My movie, there's not a lot of information about it other than it is currently in post-production, but it is Insidious 6. They don't even have a name for it yet, and it's not coming out for a bit. It'll be out in August of 2026, directed by Jacob Chase, who hasn't done a lot of directing, mainly short films. Key cast here is Sam Spruill, and then Lynn Shay is reprising her role of Elise Rainier from the previous Insidious installments. Again, they're keeping the plot very close to the vest on this, so not a lot of info on it, but this is a franchise that has had its ups and downs, but overall, I'm a fan and looking forward to it. So August of 2026, I believe it's the 21st, it will be in theaters.
Okay. Yeah, that's one that I'll definitely check out. I enjoyed the franchise enough, so yeah. I'm excited for that one. Mine is Ready or Not 2, Here I Come. This one is coming out April 10th, 2026. It's got a crazy cast. It's got Samara Weaving returning. It's got Caitlin Newton, Sarah Michelle Gellar, David Cronenberg, Elijah Wood, just to name a few. There's a lot more. It looks like it picks off. The trailer did come out, so we kind of got to look into it, and it looks like it takes place right after the first one. So Grace, just her hell night continues to get worse.
So it starts out with her just all bloodied, sitting there, smoking a cigarette, drinking a cup of coffee, and
this one looks just as fun as the first one. So yeah, April 10th, 2026.
First one was just a riot.
So much fun. I love that movie.
Yeah. Well, I think our streak of not the greatest movies is coming to an end now, because next week we're going to go back to a classic from 1973, and that will be the original The Exorcist. So that'll be a fun
nice
one to go through.
Breath of fresh air. Oh, good. A quality movie.
Yes.
What a crazy idea.
Movie. Yeah, totally. So that wraps up episode 48. Thank you for checking us out. Subscribe to us on Instagram and Facebook, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for the video version of Opening Kill.
Yeah, subscribe there, and just subscribe to wherever you get your favorite podcasts. Reviews definitely help as well, and share the podcast with the horror lover in your life. You can also shoot us an email if you want, openingkillpod@gmail.com.
All right. We will see you next week with The Exorcist. Bye-bye.
Opening Kill is produced by Mystic Cloud Productions and hosted by Brian O'Connor and Michael Duran. New episodes drop every Thursday wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts. And don't forget, you can watch the video versions on YouTube. See you next time, if you survive.